Welcome back to another episode of the Ready Set podcast. My name is Ricky.
My name's Angus, and we have two guests. Well, we have Jenny back.
Hey, Jenny, thank you for joining.
And
And we've got Sion.
Whoa!
Okay.
All right.
Today we're talking about cheap friends.
Cheap friends.
So
You cheap? Are you cheap, Ricky?
I'm not cheap. I don't think I'm cheap.
I don't think. Okay.
I'd say I'm pretty generous especially with friends.
Is that true? Is that true?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So today we're talking about friends that we have that are cheap, and not like how should I describe this?
How cheap? How cheap are we talking?
All right, I'm gonna start this off with a story.
Story time.
Story time with
go.
Ricky. So there was a time eons ago, a group of friends and we went to a restaurant, and there was a promotion at that restaurant. The promotion was buy one burrito, get the other burrito half off. And so, I mean, regardless, I still wanted to eat a burrito that day. So I ordered a burrito. And the other friend was like, oh, you're going to get a burrito? Then I'm going to get the other burrito that's 50% off. So this friend...
He said that to you?
Quotes, this friend had that second burrito that was only 50% off. No, so that's cheap. That's what I mean by a cheap friend. What do you think?
You didn't... Okay, before I say anything, you didn't ask your friend, be like, oh, so are we going to split the price 50-50 then?
No, the guy was just like, oh, okay, I'm going to get the 50% off burrito then, because you're paying full price.
He said that?
Yeah.
As a joke?
I don't think so. I mean, we did have a few drinks beforehand, but
Oh, so he's more chill. He's more relaxed.
he's more relaxed. It's like, oh, this is his true feelings. Yeah, I'm only going to get a 50% off burrito.
Don't you think that he was just like playing around?
Nah, this guy's cheap. This is like, I've known him for a few years, and this is his normal behavior. This is very on point with his record. And yeah, so he's that's what I mean by cheap friends. What do
So
you?
are you still friends?
Well, not really. I'd say I'm more reluctant to associate myself with this
Dang.
person.
I would go back and be like, you get the full price burrito. I'll get the 50% now. Yeah, okay.
Well, what do you think? Would you be upset at this friend?
I mean, I want to know why maybe she has to be like that. What if she's just not in a good financial...
No, they were doing.
Okay.
Yeah, we were coworkers at that time.
But yeah, I would do what you said. Go back.
You'd call them out.
I mean, like go the second time, the next day or something, and I get the 50% burrito.
We'll take
You
turns.
got the 50%.
Yeah.
I think the best way is to play it off, like
Yeah,
Really?
as a joke.
Yeah.
Then
And then remember it forever.
Yes, hold that grudge.
And the whole time to look at it, be
7
like,
years.
I love exactly. I love grudges.
but was it expensive for the burrito?
I think the burrito was like $15.
Oh, that's a lot.
I mean,
it's the principle, though. It's
Yeah.
not about the amount.
Okay. What if it was only like $4 taco and he gets the other one half off and it's just $2? Would you still be mad?
yeah, I think it's the principle. Well, I mean, what if it's a buy one get one, and the other person is like, "Oh yeah, you're getting that. I'm gonna have mine for free then."
And then you're like,
Salty.
well, then I want the other one. I want two. Sure.
Oh, you're paying for the second burrito, then I'll have another free burrito.
Oh my god, no, that's
Yeah.
okay. I don't know.
Have you ever had any specific situations where somebody screwed you over just because they were cheap?
Screwed me over. Oh,
Oh.
I got a good one. Yo, okay. So I don't know if he listens to the podcast or not, but if he does, you know it's you, because I'm not gonna say the name, but you probably know who it is.
Well, we'll flash the name up here. I think.
Okay, so I went to Japan. It was a friend like I knew in high school. Yeah, like it's pretty cool, dude. Right? So I was like, oh, you're in Japan? Cool. We should meet up. You're a teacher, whatever, and we'll sync up. So we went in Japan, there was a restaurant where you fish your own like fish.
Oh, cool.
And then whatever fish you get, they cook it, they cut in sashimi and stuff like that. So that place, it's on Instagram. It looked really nice. It's a really fancy, somewhat fancy place. Not the greatest place. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's for the experience, right?
Right.
But then after the meal, he was like, "Oh, you're gonna get me, right? Because I'm gonna
Show you around.
show you around."
No way.
And then that bill was over $100.
Oh my god. For the
then-
two of you?
And my brother was there too.
Oh my god.
But even for like 3 people, over $100. Oh my god! After he said that, I was like, "Okay." And then my brother looked at me. He's like, "What just happened?" And I was like, I told him, I'm like, whatever, I'll pay for it.
Mhm.
And then after that, in my head, I'm like, "You cheap guy."
Yeah.
And then I was so mad, and I'm like, I hate this dude. So I don't like this guy. After that, I'm like, this guy is so cheap. Like, he was so cool in high school, but he was like like I got around with the geeky
Mhm.
group people, like the nerdy.
Fucking
Like, he was
nerds.
one of the guys. So I thought usually they're really nice.
Yes,
They're
yes.
the most genuine, nice people. But this guy went to Japan. I don't know what happened. He think it's too cool now. And he started pulling that thing off. I'm like, wow, you became from like a friend to an acquaintance.
Wow. Downgrade.
Downgrade. I don't even like that guy.
Yeah.
That guy's cheap.
Hand in your friendship card.
Yeah, like,
Wow.
no, I take it back.
Yeah, take it back.
I don't even ask
I'm
him. I
carrying it up.
put my hand on his t-shirt, rip it, and I take it. That is cheap.
That's shit.
That is so cheap. You got friends like that, you ditch them.
Wait, I have a question though. If you know that your friend isn't that well off, and
I don't
so-
know
and
he's well
you're-
off. Oh, you mean?
But like,
as
if
in-
you had a friend who you're like, I don't know, like what their financials, like what they're at, like where they're at,
Yeah.
and so they are being cheap, would you be more lenient about like how they?
People
how
go
they
to
are?
Costco and get $1.50 hot dog. That's what we get. Anyone can afford $1.50 hot dog.
And a drink.
And the drink. Yo, what a meal. Sponsor me, Kirkland. I love Costco. But seriously, if I know my friend is in a financial situation,
Mhm.
I'll probably spot them.
Yeah.
And I'll go to a cheaper end.
Yeah.
So I don't go broke.
As long as they don't expect it, like they don't expect you to
Okay.
cover for them.
I want my friend to be kind of like going to his wall and be like,
At least try.
bye.
Yeah.
I want that motion like
reach.
Where's my
Where's my wallet?
pocket?
Yeah.
I'll be like, at least you're trying. Okay, I got him. I got it.
It's all good. Yeah.
But if this person's like looking at me, be like,
That's
I'll be like, since you do that, no, hell no, split check.
a
No,
situation. Oh yeah, you got this, right?
Yeah.
I'll get the next meal.
no.
Next meal's hot dogs.
Yeah, if I have a friend like that, no.
Mm.
We I'll go to a cheaper end.
Yeah.
But then
Economical end.
yes,
Yeah.
like McDonald's is expensive. No, Costco, $1.50. Yeah, I don't know. That's the only cheap friend I have. I'll be honest. And another guy who went to this lunch place and then he said, "Oh, I forgot my wallet."
Oh,
I'll be like,
Okay.
You didn't forget your wallet? You're smart. Come on.
e-transfer. E-transfer,
know.
baby.
And then in my head, I'm like, you know what? I got you. He's like, oh, I'll get you next time we have lunch. And we never had lunch
Oh,
ever
well.
again. And after that, I'm like, you downgraded to my acquaintance list.
It's time to call him up and cash in that free
It's
lunch.
not even worth it.
Oh,
I didn't even want to hang out with him.
wow.
That-
Savage.
Two cheap friends.
No.
Only two.
Do you have any cheap friends, Fian?
I feel like my friends now are like pretty good. I think maybe in high school I had a friend who we were at like Richmond Center and I think we wanted to go to Aberdeen. So it's about 2-3 stops
What?
by from SkyTrain.
Yeah.
And it was $1.75, right? Because we're high school kids.
Oh, yeah.
So it wasn't that much, and she just was really reluctant to pay that $1.75.
She was going to hop it?
She was just gonna walk, but
Is she well off?
well, I mean, she could afford it, I would say.
But she's too. No, some people are like, they never take transit, right? So they're like, I don't want to pay for it.
But when you're in high school, we always took transit, so I feel
Oh.
like it wasn't anything out of the ordinary. But she wanted to walk, and she wanted us as a whole group to walk. And
Maybe she wants to get her 10K steps in.
yeah, when you're in grade,
Man, you hate her.
I
Trying to get her exercise. in.
nothing against her, but it was just like, can we just,
Yeah, yeah, I know.
hop on and go?
Okay.
But yeah,
I think I've been that friend. I made my friends walk 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I'll be down. I
Oh,
would be down with Jenny. I'd be Jenny's like, hey,
thank you.
walk for 30 minutes. I'd be like, let's go for 40. We're gonna go for a long walk.
That makes sense if there's no clear goal in mind, right? If there's no itinerary to follow
To get bubble tea.
to get bubble tea, well, why can't we just take the SkyTrain
Or
or?
because it tastes better after you go there when you dehydrate.
The thing is, I don't mind walks. You know that.
Yeah.
I like going on walks.
I love walks.
Um,
But then, okay. Sounds like a you problem. I'm just kidding. I'm like, no, yeah, okay. Your friend is cheap. That's a cheap friend.
But sometimes I really didn't have like change.
Yeah.
Bus
That's
fare.
different though.
But and then like my friends will like walk around the school to look for loose change under the vending machines and stuff.
That's actually
That's
kind
cute.
of wholesome.
Yeah, that's all. That's like a clear goal together, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
teamwork.
Yeah,
They're
it's teamwork.
finding coins.
You're being broke together. That's it.
No, oh, that's heartwarming.
Yo, that's what you call family.
Oh, family.
Bring it back to the other podcast.
Are you still talk? Do you still talk to these friends?
Oh yeah, one.
Oh, family.
Yeah,
That's lifelong.
saying.
Those that struggle together stay together.
Exactly. Like, do you have any cheap friends, Jenny?
All that comes in my mind is like cheap boyfriends.
Oh, I want to know. Tell me right now, please.
Is it also like in a relationship or also like dating wise?
Dating.
Dating.
Oh,
Okay.
can relate.
Yeah,
Do
right.
you have
Cheap dudes.
Cheap.
Like, how cheap are they? Call them up. What happened? What happened? Don't say the name though. Don't say the name.
It's I feel like I buried all my like your trauma, but I
Let's unsurface it right now.
yeah, I'm trying to think of it.
Like the guys. Okay, have the girls ever experienced where the guy take you out to a place and you're like, oh, can we split it?
Mhm.
Or I forgot my wallet.
As a first date?
Can you spot me?
Oh, I don't tell me if this is worse, but we would go out for dinner and then before the bill would come. So sometimes you walk up to the counter to pay, right?
Yeah.
And what my ex did, no, he was standing behind me, and you know it's like when the guy kind of like hugs the girl from behind. He said, "Thanks, babe."
Were you in a relationship?
We're in a relationship, but it was just like the bill didn't even come yet, and it was just like the expectation that I was gonna pay for it. He
Well,
didn't
this was like a first time thing.
happen multiple times.
Oh, okay.
It gets like
he's cheap.
yeah. No.
That's kind of weird.
I feel like that's worse than being like, "Hey, can we split this?" Because it's straight up like, "Thanks, babe. You're gonna pay."
Yeah, the expectation.
That
I'm like,
the assumption.
that's kind of weird. Was
Yeah.
he financially kind of, or is he just cheap?
cheap. I've dated some really cheap people.
Oh shoot! And yeah, I guess you're similar.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think, but
You know what? There's another time I went out with a group of friends. So there's this restaurant I used to go to a lot, to the point where I knew all the workers, and I knew the owners, and
Hookups.
I had the hookups. The owner would invite me over for like employee like hangout nights.
No way.
I was very close.
Yo,
to
you were
them.
in the
I
family.
was in. I was a regular.
Wow.
And then there was one time I took a bunch of coworkers out to this restaurant because I was like, "Oh, guys, you got to try this place. It's amazing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a small local family, local, right? Like they support local businesses." And so yeah, it was a good time. We ate. My coworker was like, "Oh yeah, the food here is pretty good. You know what? I got this. I got the bill just today." Which was like, in my opinion, I was like, "Oh my god, that's really nice of you. I'm so glad you enjoyed this place."
Mm.
And he took the bill, paid, we left, and then I found out afterwards this guy did not tip my favorite restaurant of the world. He
How much
gave
was
a
the bill?
fat tip of $0. I think the bill was like $80. This was with a discount because of the hookup, and they slid a fat fucking.
how did you find out?
Because I knew the workers and everything.
And they said, "Hey, your friend didn't."
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
felt so bad. Of course, I made things right afterwards, right? But man, that made it. That was so.
Was
awkward.
he new to Canada?
No. This was
He
a.
was born here.
This was a yeah.
That's really bad. Is he Chinese?
Like.
He was white too?
Yeah, this was a white guy.
What?
Yo, that is unheard of. That is crazy.
Yeah.
I never
So I-
heard of a white person gives.
I feel like
Yeah.
after that, my relationship with the restaurant kind of a little bit rocky. I mean, I don't know. It's just awkward. It's hard for the employees to tell me that too, or from their situation. I mean,
that's messed up.
that's fucked with a
But they
discount.
knew that your friend is the one that paid.
Yeah, I think yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so at least, you know,
but
it's like that.
yeah, it was a little bit gossipy, but like, come on, I told you that's like my place.
But who the hell doesn't give not even 10%? That's
That's it.
kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Wow. That's do you still go back?
No, I haven't gotten it in a while. The place closed down. It was a long time.
Oh, thank God.
Oh my God. So I felt so bad. I lost sleep over that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I lost sleep. I felt so bad. I was like, oh my God, I brought these friends over, these coworkers, and one guy did not tip.
And that's what you call a cheap friend.
Yeah.
So are you friends with this person?
No. I mean, that was nice that you know what? I think at that time we were rotating who pays the bills within the group of coworkers. So that's why this person picked up the bill this time.
Oh, that's really nice.
And gave a 0 tip. So
It's kind of like
yeah,
a best friend.
no, we were rotating who paid bill.
So it's like even almost
Yeah.
because you take turns,
But how does that work? What if one person
Went to a
went
nice
to
restaurant.
a really expensive one? The other one's like, guys, let's go McDonald's. You're like, what?
Yeah, I don't know. It's an act, I think.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Oh.
So there's my other cheap friend
Yeah.
of the time.
So do you just give them more of a strike system? So do you give them 3 strikes or just 1 strike and they're out?
You know what? I will give people 3 strikes, but it depends on the severity. If it's like if you're like
Tip thing.
if it was a tip thing or if you're gonna
50% off?
do a 50% off and pay for half of a burrito and eat the whole thing, man, that's a instant 2.5 strike at least.
Oh, they're both equal.
Yeah, I'd say they're equal. Would you not weigh those as the same?
The 50% off. Probably I don't know. They're both the same, I would say. They're
What do you
both
think,
equal.
girls?
yeah.
Ladies?
I think the 50% off guy is a little bit like just petty. And the other 0 tip guy has like no manners.
Oh,
Maybe he doesn't go out and eat.
maybe
Yeah, maybe.
tism?
Maybe he's used to fast food.
Stick.
Acoustic?
Acoustic?
No,
I went like this.
but there's, I don't know. It's just, it really struck me the wrong way.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's too cheap. I can't. I think it's good if you end up, not being cheap. Try to be more giving.
Mm.
Of course, like if you know someone's not
Financially.
financially, like don't go to an expensive restaurant and expect them to like pay for it.
Mhm.
Know their situation and on a cheaper alternative like Costco, $1.50.
Or just cook at home and you can do like a little board game night. That's fun too.
Yeah, dude.
Always have to cost money. Do a little potluck.
Yeah.
Potlucks are fun.
Okay, what if everyone
Oh,
what if everyone's like, potluck. Everyone makes like turkey, everyone brings sushi, everyone brings like a dessert, and one person brings a bag of chips.
But I feel like there's always someone
there's
like
always
that.
somebody. There's always somebody.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Is that cheap?
But I was thinking about this last night.
Oh, really?
What if this person brings chips and he feels bad, so at the end of the day he like helps clean up and like just take care of things.
That's
Takes other responsibility.
Yeah,
This is a friend.
okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say is he felt bad, so he started eating the bag. I
Chips.
was like,
Only eats his chips.
oh, bro. Okay. Yeah, I think that's okay.
Yeah.
Because they're doing more work, right? Because especially when people start making dishes, like their own recipe, that takes time. A bag of chips, go to a store,
Yeah.
and if they bought like a small snack size chip, I'd be like, bro, there's like 12 people here. What are you doing?
Yeah. I think I'm petty in a way. Well, okay, you already know I'm petty,
Yeah.
but there's another time where
You're petty?
I'm pretty petty.
Very.
Really?
I
Okay, tell me a
don't
story.
know.
And I want to know how petty you are.
I think I keep a mental tally. If we do potlucks and this one friend is always bringing chips to every single potluck, and it's like the same chip and they don't help obviously with like setup or cleanup or anything. I keep a mental tally of that, And I think it's like a subconscious thing, but I'll be like, oh, this person is always bringing like a bag of chips, and we're bringing like lasagna, we're bringing homemade mac and cheese. The cheese costs like $30 just for the cheese itself. You know, we're doing like steak or tacos or whatever, and this person only brings chips.
Would you confront them?
No, I'm not confrontational. I'm not.
Just
Oh,
cut
you
them out.
wouldn't.
I don't know if I would.
You wouldn't be
No,
on
you
the.
wouldn't.
No,
You wouldn't be on the chat and be like, "Oh, FYI, please don't bring. Whoever wants to bring chips, don't
That's
bring."
so passive aggressive.
Oh yeah, that is.
I thought you say he's petty.
He's petty, but I feel like that's different.
Would you do that?
I think I would say let's all bring an entree next time.
What if he brought 2 bags of chips? That's an entree right there.
No, it's not.
Hey, what if it's a financial situation? That could be his entree.
Okay, but that's different.
If it's if we're like on the same page about the finances, I get it. Like,
Okay.
it's all good, no problem.
Okay.
we're not throwing fists over chips.
So you would say entree. So yeah, you would speak out.
Yeah, I'd say something like bring an entree or
That's a very nice way of saying it.
yeah,
Yeah.
or a dessert. You know, like go to Costco and buy a $9 pie.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
I want to see some. I want to see some.
Hefty. You want to see the heftiness.
I want to see some. You know, like put in some effort.
Mm.
Like you don't. You know.
Bag of chips you can get it anywhere.
Yeah. You just 7-Eleven.
Yeah, bag of chips.
So much hate over chips.
No, I didn't know.
Well, in that case, I'll bring a can of ravioli. We can all share that. Chef Boyardee.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. Someone bring mushroom cream soup. I'm like, yo, that's kind of good.
Well, you better bring all the other ingredients with it.
No, if it's just mushroom cream soup, I'm actually pretty happy. With basic man. Yo, I didn't know you were petty. Shit.
Yeah, I think so.
Damn. How petty is he? Is that to extent of his pettiness, or he goes even further?
I want to say it goes further, but
Oh.
Do you have an example?
You have example?
Citations, please.
I don't know off the top of my head.
That's that's a negative. No, I'm not petty at all.
But would you describe yourself as petty?
A little bit. A little bit.
A little tiny,
Just a little bit.
tiny bit.
Yeah.
What about you, Jenny? Are you petty?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I'll just let it go.
You're so
Are you petty?
No, I let it go.
You were that person. Thank you is petty.
No, look,
Petty.
if you do me wrong, but the thing is that I just don't hang out with you after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
But I feel like you would do the same thing. You kind of just like phase them.
Phase them out. Yeah.
Yeah.
no, for me is like I'm not gonna. Okay, if it's something really bad, I will call you out on it.
Oh.
Mm.
But then if it's something small, like the guy not paying for the bill at that Japanese restaurant, like costs quite a lot of money, then I wouldn't even be your friend.
Oh.
I'll say hi to you if I see you on the streets. I'm like, hey, what's up? Blah blah blah. And then after that, I'm like, freaking cheap. I remember it's ingrained in my head. But it's I don't know. I'm not that petty. I bet. Wait, hold up. Derek, am I petty? Derek,
Oh,
am I petty?
oh.
Okay, he said to a certain extent, so not that bad. All right, so I guess that's cheap friends and
She friends and petty.
pettiness. Yeah, I feel Jenny, you're like the nicest person.
Yeah.
Like,
I
yeah,
don't think
you're
so.
very forgiving.
But what if your Japanese friend changed?
He wasn't even Japanese, Chinese.
Oh, sorry.
That guy. It makes no. We were in Japan, but he's a Chinese, and it doesn't help either. He's like, "Why would you be so cheap?" And there's already a stereotype of like Chinese being cheap,
Oh yeah.
and you're already doing that. I'm like, come on, man. But okay, sorry. If my friend was being cheap,
No, what if he changed? Like he realized he was cheap, so he changed.
Now.
Yeah.
then he would have invited me for dinner, but he did not. He would be like, "Hey, remember that time you got me for dinner? Hey, let's go for dinner. And I got you."
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Oh, he's changed. He's a changed man." I'm so judgmental, but I can still be because he didn't call me up yet.
Mm.
He probably forgot about it.
Chip.
Man, I don't know. Okay, if they do that,
Yeah.
I would be okay. Like if they call me up, like, "Hey, I want to treat you dinner. Remember that a couple of years ago?"
Yeah.
Like, wow, he remembered.
Oh.
Kind of go back to acquaintance, back to friends.
You know the fact that they even thought about that and it's been
Yeah.
hurting them, like it's something
Yeah,
that they
yeah,
keep
yeah.
in mind.
That's-
I think instantly. Oh
Yeah,
wow, you're a very
that's-
good person.
That's a huge deal. I'm like, wow, they went through something. They're
Yeah.
more mature now, and they're willing to step it up.
And apologize.
Wow. If they apologize on top of that,
Oh,
they're like, damn,
It's a super like mentally healthy person.
yeah,
to do that.
then I'll be okay with it. But if he just doesn't hit me up, I'm still petty. I remember it till this day.
you know, after this, I'm gonna text all the friends that have treated me in the past and thank them for it.
That's not thankful for everyone here. Hey. But yeah, I'm sort of petty. But all right, that's it. We're cutting off.
Okay.
Thanks for tuning in for this episode. If you like this episode, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification button, put in the comments. Are you a petty person and are you cheap? And how do you encounter friends who are cheap? Do you call them out on it or you just let it slide and just don't be friends with them anymore?
Or are you just gonna keep taking it and just always treat them out?
Yeah.
You know, it's like
It's like being abused. By my... I'm just kidding. Not to that extent. But it's pretty bad. Don't be cheap. Come on, guys. If it's like, you know, the financial situation, just don't go to an expensive place. You can, or maybe they can just, even if you're not in a financial state, maybe you can get them like bubble tea or like $1.50 hot dog with a drink at Costco.
Costco.
Place to go. You need a membership though.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah, so maybe it's not $1.50
okay.
anymore.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. But yeah, just, you know, get a friend who has a membership. But that ain't too cheap then. If you ask like, hey, I need to owe this guy $1. I need to get him a hot dog, but I don't have a membership. Can I like borrow yours? And then is that cheap?
If somebody asked me, I'd be okay with that.
I'll be okay. with it.
Yeah.
I think it's okay.
Because they're going through the effort of
Yeah.
jumping through hurdles to get a card to get that $1.50.
You hear that? That's what you do.
So it's about the time
Yes.
and effort invested.
Oh, but if you go to the downtown Costco, you don't need a membership to buy hot
No,
dog.
they changed it.
The
But
downtown,
they scan it,
Recently, right?
Yeah, they scan it now.
Yeah.
the downtown,
even the food court.
Yeah, they changed
Oh,
it.
really?
Yeah. I think so. I think they have the card thing, right?
But entering into the main Costco, yes. But
the food
court
court.
Oh, really?
I
Oh,
saw
shoot.
something recently that they're
They start
starting to
checking
do
badge.
that.
Yeah.
Like for me to go in, I never go to the food court at Costco, but they start checking badges. Oh,
Scan it,
What do
yeah.
you mean you never go to food court in Costco?
in the one in downtown.
Oh, okay.
But I love pizza though. They need to up their. Okay, I know we're at.
Oh,
I want to say this is that they need to up their products when it comes to their food court. We used to get chicken bake. We used to get the sandwiches.
the chicken wings are gone too.
Yeah. Now we just get what? Poutine, French fries, sundaes, and a giant cookie.
The cookie's pretty good.
No, I tried the cookie rip off,
I
dude.
haven't tried it.
You,
Did you?
I didn't like it.
$3 something.
Yeah, it's
I
like
liked it.
No, but you can go inside and get a pack
Oh,
for like less, like $8.
But these are like thick.
yeah.
no, but there's no difference. I tried it. I tried it. I literally
That's
ate.
what I said to you.
I felt raw.
it.
I felt so raw. If I ate this, I thought it was gonna be like super gooey, soft.
It is gooey
Did you heat it up? It was warm when you.
I did.
because it's in a.
It was oily. I knew it was gooey
yeah.
because it was oily, but it wasn't worth $3 something.
It's true. You know, you could buy an entire box of frozen cookies, and then if you just stack 2 on top and bake it that way,
That's basically it. So don't fall for Costco. But the one in Canada, you guys have to really up your game,
Yeah.
and it's kind of went downhill a little bit. Still love your deals, though. But anyways, hope you like this podcast. All our socials is in the description below. Just click on the link tree and everything's there. Hope you enjoy this podcast, and we'll see everyone on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.